one.
Clips. Gonna slip.
Oh, stop.
Tonight, Marcellus's Clippers will take on the Warriors in a game of Western Conference Titans. Now, last time these two teams met, it was preseason. The Warriors won by 45 points, and Doc made very angry, confused faces all night long. But no one cares about that. It didn't count. It was preseason. You know what does count?
What?
6-game regular season win streak the Warriors currently have on your Clippers, Wiley. I hate this question except for today. How important is it for your team to win tonight?
Okay, you look, all right.
Nah.
It's not as important that we win this game as it's important that we make sure they know they were in a game. We got to mark them up, scratch them up, claw them up. We got to make sure that they know that they were in a contest.
Marcellus, stop.
Because it's December 7th. And look, this is really like the first date dilemma. We've all been on first dates. If it goes wonderfully well, you can't get too pumped because it's just the first date. But if it goes crashing down, what you so mad at? It's just one date. That's where we are right now.
They are too old. They've been together for too long for moral victories, which is what you're talking about.
That's what you just described.
Victory. They are too old for this. You know when this is over? March 8th. 2015. You know what happened on March 8th, 2015? Yeah. Roll the film. I'll show you what happened.
No.
This happened.
Oh, well, you stopped that one play.
You know, no. This is not one play. This was a play that broke their back because after that, Chris Paul just put his hands up.
Hey, man, look, the floor, the slippery.
No. The floor was not
slippery. It is slippery. I would give it
The play in which he dribbled through 4 Los Angeles Clippers was the play that started a 6-game losing streak. They have not been right since then.
That is true.
So listen. They're too old. They've been together for too long. They're going to be free agents soon. They can't have any moral victory. If they don't win tonight, I don't care what the start of the seasons look like. I just don't care.
By the way, for the record, my favorite is when he turned them into Turbo from Breakdance. That was my favorite one. But does it mean something? It means two things. One, it's a nice measuring stick. Like, how good are we? We're pretty good. We've had a good start. Not so much lately, but how good are we? The other thing is, they are still close enough in the standings for now that you want to stay attached and be in that conversation because, as we saw last year, you never know. Wet spot in Houston, a foot goes up somewhere where it shouldn't
Okay,
go,
Draymond.
right?
That's true.
I'm just saying.
True. He's right.
Something like that happens. All of a sudden now, if you had just been attached, maybe you had a chance to be the #1 overall seed.
Can I say something serious?
Go on.
And be serious about this. This is the year of the underdog.
Oh, God.
We saw it in baseball with the Cubs begins with a C. The Cavs in basketball with a C. The Cowboys in football. And the Clippers in basketball. All the C teams are winning this year. It's the underdog.
Being lousy doesn't make you an underdog. There you go.
They're underachievers, not underdogs.
That's the word you were looking for. More hoops.
Haters, then, huh?
The biggest non-story story in the history of life. LeBron James and Phil Jackson. Yesterday, Jackson was asked on CBS Sports Network if he would take back his posse comment. He said he wasn't supposed to discuss opposing players, but he added, quote, "The obvious thing is the word itself carries connotation. So I guess word choice could be something I could regret." When asked if he wanted to clear things up with LeBron, Phil said no. It's water under the bridge. I don't think there was anybody hurt or harmed in this situation. I think LeBron's friend obviously had an issue with it. We just let it go. Whoa. Hey, LeBron, should we really do this topic again?
No.
I know.
Gannon.
All right, so LeBron and I agree on something. Look, the use of the word friend. Well played.
Shade.
Well played.
How to be a jerk by Phil Jackson, volume 7,000.
Come on.
He doubled down on the diss. He doubled down on the dig because this is speculation situation, but I think this is what really happened. Somehow, some way, Phil Jackson wanted a relationship with LeBron, maybe to bring him to New York. Somehow, some way, he wanted to work
Unrequited love.
And Carter, the friend, the posse member, got in the way, or something around LeBron created the friction to the point where Phil is continuously pointing out those are the problems in our relationship.
Aaron Sorkin, watch out.
That's good
This man's
stuff.
coming. This man can break down everything that's happened with a nice speech.
You gotta work on your dialogue writing. And then I'll be like, perfect.
Nobody else in it.
Look, here's the thing. Number one, Phil Jackson's a jerk, right? Because he said, I could take it back. Oh, I could not, maybe. You know, that's what that means. When I say I could, maybe I couldn't, right? Second of all, the use of friend, definitely, that's like throwing on like a little bit of more hot sauce on that chicken right there. But beyond...
That sounds great.
Beyond all that,
Commercial.
he didn't need to say, we need sponsors. He didn't need to say anything to us. All he had to do was pick up the phone and say, hey, LeBron, my bad about that. Hey, do you want to meet? And LeBron could still say no.
Sure.
But once you've done that, you've done what's asked of you. All of this preening and stuff, it's more Phil Jackson doing
Exactly, which is why I say, Phil, stop.
Okay.
Nope.
And take the L.
Oh, look at you.
Take the L.
Okay, can I say this? Doesn't make any sense. There's no such thing as an L sign.
Where's the L octagon?
What are you doing?
What neighborhood are you in?
Take the L. This is not working out well for you. What you did was offensive. And yes, you are right.
Funny.
Did it hurt somebody?
Stop.
Yes, sure.
Can I help you out?
Flip it.
All right. Collaborate and listen.
Hold on. Enough with the signs. Enough with the signs. But listen to the point. The point is because there are a lot of people that see this kind of conflict and they kind of dismiss it. But this comes from the same sort of mentality in which you have a black athlete.
I'll stop listening.
Wait a minute.
No, listen. Listen. You have an athlete who's naturally talented. You have a white athlete who is a gym rat who works hard. This is the same sort of mentality that Phil Jackson is showing.
Wait a minute.
That's what happened when you weren't paying attention.
No.
That's what
When
happened
you weren't paying attention. I broke it down.
Let me speak for white people for 1 second.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Speak
please.
for all the white people.
In this particular case, could it not be as simple as, dare I say, a grown man, Phil Jackson, does not necessarily respect another grown man, Maverick Carter, because he is, in fact, a guy who was LeBron James' buddy, who's now part of this.
You're saying Phil Jackson doesn't respect someone who got to greatness hanging on someone else's
Right,
coattails like Phil Jackson?
Perhaps. Maybe.
You should respect him, right? Like,
If that was a situation, that would be absolutely true.
Because that's why I would call him
But
friend.
actually, the story is LeBron James took his friends. They all have college degrees. These are not hanger-ons. These are people
I
who
have a college degree, it doesn't mean anything.
No. But
That's true.
no.
I've seen her.
He tried to dismiss them as groupies, as just posse members, as friends.
I know
These
what
are
you're
actually
saying.
business
I agree.
associates. These are a group of friends that, yes, they were friends, but they're also businessmen.
Wait
And he
till you
does not
get there,
respect
LZ.
them
Wait
as
till you get
businessmen, which is why I say it's the same sort of mentality that makes a black athlete naturally gifted, but a white athlete, a hard worker, a gym rat, someone who earned it.
I just want to point out.
I just don't want to jump to race because it could very well just be.
It could be age.
I
It could be power. It could be age. It could be power.
You don't have to jump to race. Race is always there.
I agree with LZ, but I just
I don't
wanted to
see
jokes.
color.
I know you're an African American man. I know.
Thank you.
We saw Maxwell together last night.
Can we talk some football? We did. It was amazing. After another terrible start, Monday. I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, I know you talk a lot of basketball, but Ryan Fitzpatrick's pretty bad at football. He was benched after the game. Todd told the media that the benching was for the rest of the season. The only problem with that is the media found out about it before Ryan Fitzpatrick did. He found out through an assistant coach. Bowles had something to say about it. I probably could have handled. Hey, just like
another one. It's a New York thing.
Like I said, I had a lot on my mind and got some things off my chest, and it kind of went over the wrong way. I'll talk to him. And Marcellus?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't do this, right? You can't let somebody else tell the news.
In utopia, you shouldn't do this, you can't do this. But in the status quo of the NFL, this is the norm. And Fitzpatrick knows this because just like the same mantra of next man up, when someone gets hurt, brutally hurt in the football field, we look at him, we say, you're going to be okay. Who takes his place? Just like in this situation, he's not thinking about who did I bench? He's thinking about who is replacing you, and I'm going to put my focus there. I found out I got cut the hardest way possible.
Twitter on Christmas?
Shut up, all y'all. In my bed watching ESPN. So it's a Saturday morning, like 8 in the morning. SportsCenter's on his loop, like it's always on his loop. And then I'm sitting there, and wait, my phone is blowing up like more than usual, like more than the norm.
Okay.
So finally I'm picking it up, and every message is like, man, it's going to be all right. Boop. Man, you're going to get them back. Boop. Man, forget them fools. You wait till next year. And I'm like, what's going on? And then on the bottom of the ticker, breaking news, Marcellus Wiley released from the Chargers. Not one phone call from the Chargers. That's how the game goes. Move on.
Man.
It's real.
At least it wasn't your boo that rolled over and said, hey, baby, you've been cut.
I
When you
know.
said I was in bed
And
on
then
Saturday,
leave.
I was like, oh, man, your girl knew before you.
But it's just such. I guess I like to think we're all more professional.
No, they delegate the hard part. They're always
he deserved it, man. He deserved to find out like that. He talking all that trash. All
that trash.
As he's playing awfully, betting on himself and all that. Yeah, how's that bet going now?
It's like this situation, right? You walk in and you see your bae in bed with someone else.
Oh God!
Why are you doing this?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. You walk in, you find your bae in bed with somebody else, and then they go, "Well, you never call me back. There's no closure. You don't need closure when it's that bad.
Yeah, well, you
when
ain't
it's that bad,
lying
you should just know."
Somebody saw Mary J. Blige last night.
We did.
And
Somebody's
I'm not
angry
gonna
about
shed
it.
no tear.
Bad news.
This show.
3 cheers. Y'all have lost your mind.
Y'all lost it.
Do you know I've been saying this guy's name wrong for my entire life? Please do it for me.
Marcin Gortat.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
hard shut.
Wow.
Yep.
Never knew that.
Yep.
Sorry, Marcin.
Learn that as the host of NBA Countdown. Yes, you might want to catch us tonight.
I like him. Is he still really good? 'Cause he used to be really good, just not a good player.
No, he was good, not really good.
No, he can
No, but he
move.
got that sweet
He
tattoo.
can move though.
Yeah, he can move. He's got good footwork.
Yeah, I like his
Basketball.
footwork.
That happens. Oh, this footage is amazing.
Man.
See
So,
what had happened
did they
was-
film their game on Vine?
Is the gear
R.I.P.
the camera quality or the play?
It's all of it.
The whole game is in 6-second clips.
So, kicks nice.
It's like one of those flip books that you do, you're
Ghetto.
animated. That's not even good. Florida Duke.
Oh. Hey, he's a good player too. I was watching that game.
That ref's like, get some.
That ref said, "I'm higher than you think." I have not moved though.
Man, he's really tall.
Maybe he was saying that.
Yeah.
I just like saying it. Good news.
Athletically
Coming up,
challenged.
big guys making big plays. See? I just said big.
Oh, there you go.
We're all growing
finally.
as people.
Look at us. We're all maturing. This is the Emmy-nominated, Emmy Award-winning Sports Nation.
Oscar Award winning.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Pound off the tank, we go waka, 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 block 'em. Okay, big girl, okay. Let's go, baby.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
Did I just witness you living memory lane out loud by yourself?
I was one of those million sacks that David Carr took back in the day.
Yeah, you just said it out loud. That's
was
so
kinda
weird.
fun.
Anyways, this segment has won so many awards. We don't want to bore you with all of them. Let's just let you know now. It's amazing.
It is.
And it's called Dat Dude's Dudes. Explain.
Yeah, it's for the underappreciated, the unheralded, the ones who really make the highlight plays, but they don't get all the love, all the accolades. So you ever see all those guys coming into the club and you got to stand outside, wait for them to go in? Those aren't that dude's dudes.
All the time.
It's the guy next to you who's texting those guys to let them in with him. That's that dude's dude. So let's go with the honorable mention right now. My man, Shea McClellan of the New England Patriots. You must go out there and threaten the outside. Look at him lined up at the left defensive end position, more in the linebacker stance. He comes in on a TE stunt and loops around and gets the sack. Now let's see how he did it. And this TE stunt, the first thing, his stance is screaming that I'm going to do an outside pass rush. Look at that angle. Look at that foot. That is telling that offensive lineman, kick out fast and kick out strong. Here comes the outside pass rush. But then, when he feels threatened, look at this. The offensive lineman's looking in the wrong position. What's the score of the game? In a pin position, because now the tackle got him by the inside shoulder, and you create the jackpot right here. Bingo, 2-on-1. And if you see a 2-on-1 situation as the outside looper, you know you have hit pay dirt. You know you got an easy sack. So give Shea McClellan some love for threatening him to the outside. It's all mental. You force it out there. Offensive lineman kicks out here. You forgot about my friend who pinned you and got inside.
Looks like the Ramley was not paying attention.
Not at all. Looking at this.
Ramley. Give me a break. Third place.
Third place is Brian Robinson of the Minnesota Vikings. In life, especially in football, you always go ball over baller. Let's tell you why. Lined up at the left defensive end position. Woo, that's so pretty. That's a collegiate move right there. You don't see that in the NFL too often. Loops around and gets the sack. Let's talk about how this happens. Off the line of scrimmage, watch the stutter step. See the feet? Quick feet, stutter step to throw off the offensive lineman's timing. So he does this. Now, he wants the offensive lineman to punch. He does. Now you hit him with the swipe move. Bruce Smith move right there. I used to try it all the time. Hurt my chest. Didn't really do too well. But Bruce used to kill it. But now you can see the offensive lineman in a bad position. One of those. Looking at his shoes. Offensive lineman is leaning. He hit him with the dead arm. Oh, man. Now, this is when you go for the ball over the baller. Listen, kids, this is a lesson. Don't try and get the sack. Get the sack force fumble. And that's what he did. Amazing play right there.
I just learned something.
You learned that right there. When you see him in that position, most guys want to go hit him and then hope the ball comes out. Attack that
Why
ball.
hope when you can make it happen?
You can make it happen. Big play right there.
Brilliant. Second place?
Let's go with Coney Ely.
Let's do it.
I like Coney Ely of the Carolina Panthers. Don't like the team as much this year, but you had a great play in this game, and we're going to point it out. You got to get skinny. And this is what Coney Ely does on this play. Lined up. Oh, he goes around the corner. You can see him looping around. He had a lot of traffic in front of him. Let's see what he does. First thing he does off the line of scrimmage is chop that arm. Yeah. You got to chop that wood. Get that hand off of you. And that's the first thing he does. And then he sees the chipper coming. And once you see that chipper coming, you know what's next.
Yep.
You got to put that corset on, girl.
Ooh.
You got to get skinny. It's time to put it on and make sure you get skinny through that gap, skinny through that hole. And then he looks up. Oh, he's looking upfield. He's threatening upfield, but his hand is inside. That's the hump move. Reggie White approves. Once you see that hand up inside, you know he's going to throw that boy in that swimming pool. And that's exactly what he does. Reggie White is sitting there up high, smiling down on it. Tremendous play of setting him up for the hump move.
You hang out with classy chicks wearing corsets and whatnot. The rest of us have
Well, they look good when I'm out. Get in the house.
There can only be one. Greatness.
Yes.
Who is it this week?
And this guy has a big name in a big game. His name is Chris Long of the New England Patriots. They spinning. And you're going to see Chris Long hit him with the spin move right now. Oh, that is so bad. I love this. And Chris Long comes in off of a blitz knowing this happened. Now let's see how it happens. Arm position is the first thing he does. Look at that arm position. He's going to use that to propel him like a tornado. Oh, yeah. Now, why he does that? It's a spin cycle move. And watch this. All he needs is the tackle to engage him. And the tackle proposes, I will marry you. Now, once you engage me and I'm in the tornado, you're in trouble, brother. It's time to hook you with my right arm and spin. And I got him. Got him. And he knows right now, look, all he sees is rookie cookies. Jared Goff. Rookie cookies. It's time to eat. Chris Long caught him slipping on every level of that play and made an amazing one.
Chris Long's had a nice life, but it just got a lot better, Chris. You are now the owner of this XXL Dat Dudes t-shirt.
And we're going to steam it for him.
We're not going to steam it. Now we don't have time. But we will send it to you. Can they help us?
Oh, please help us on any level. Pop Warner, high school, college, pro. Send in your favorite clips of Dat Dudes. Hashtag Dat Dudes.
This is sexy. We'll be back.
With those heels, it goes on.
I mean, it's not bad.